Hello, welcome everyone. It's Meredith. I am here with our message for Friday, the 10th of May, 2019. We're using Bonefire Tarot today, one of my most favorite tarot decks, and I'm excited about that. A reminder to you to check out the May readings. They're all up on the channel, one for every sign, and do watch your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus videos so you get the full picture of what's going on in the month of May for you. And let's get started. Our card from the bottom of the deck today. This is the one that may have influence for us in the day. The theme of energy running through the day. Something to discover, be curious about. The High Priestess. Yeah, definitely discover and be curious about your inner voice, your intuition. The High Priestess represents your inner oracle. So this is listening to your own wisdom, allowing yourself to be guided. When the High Priestess shows up, she also brings the message of keeping your own counsel. So you may be working through something, intuitively speaking, just, you know, in a true space of allowing yourself to be informed, and keeping your own counsel in that space is wise, because sharing a sacred spiritual experience with someone else can diminish the energy. It can bring in, you know, the thoughts, feelings, and opinions of others that just don't align with what you're up to. So sometimes it's just good to keep it in your own heart space, in your own intuitive space. So consider that when you see the High Priestess. Next card, we have Six of Swords. Movement, change, deliberate. This isn't just happening. You know, events are not just showing up, inspiring you to move on, make change. This is a deliberate choice. This is being intentional, and it is moving from unfavorable conditions to much more favorable conditions. And what I do feel here is that the High Priestess is looking right at that card. And there's something for us to be gleaned about our recent journey. So recent journey could extend into the past 3 years, really. And collectively taking a look at the road, the spiritual road you've been walking. And my guides are saying it's a time to reflect. It's a great day to reflect on where you've been, your prior relationships, how they've influenced the now. Are they still influential upon the now? And how is that serving you? How is the journey serving you right now? Is there more you can open your heart space to? This is what my guides are asking of us. Are we in some sort of limited space for allowing? Are we paying attention to the guidance on offer to us that would have us open our arms to receive so much more from what the universe would like to bless us with? And let's see what that might be. We have the Sun, the happiest card in the tarot. There does seem to be some intuitive consideration for what was once unfavorable, how you moved to something much more favorable, how that's blessed your life now. And yeah, my guides are coming back around to receiving, allowing your own self to receive so much more than what you're experiencing now. How might you be holding yourself back? Is there some sort of limit or boundary there? Is there a space that this light can shine into? All right, let's see what's next. We got 2 cards, next position. First is the Two of Cups, and the second is the Two of Swords. Interesting pairing. We come back around to moving from challenging and or unfavorable to less challenging, more favorable, and that being intentional. A deliberate choice to move, to change, to make everything better under the sun for your own self, paying attention to your inner guidance, your inner oracle, and trusting that process. And here we come back to the Two of Cups. Now, this could be something in your work or how you are of service that has shifted, grown, and changed. This could also be in relationship. I feel here that there was a separation from someone significant and quite a ways back. The High Priestess is telling me this is quite a ways back, like over a year. And the choice to move forward brought a lot more happiness and bliss, coming away from a relationship that did not serve. Could be a work relationship that didn't serve either. Like you may have brought an end to a career and started a whole new one. And here we have the Two of Swords. This is intentional. This is deliberate. And it wasn't easy to make that choice because likely you all left something really bittersweet, tender behind in the process. However, the reminder here is that you are a living example. So choosing not to settle for less than you dream and desire for, choosing not to stay in relationships, work or romantic, that serve up crumbs rather than a feast, you become a living example for making choices like that. And they're not simple to make because they don't affect just you. There are many people that these choices have an effect upon. So if you're changing career, if you're changing how you are of service, this affects your whole family. If you are coming out of a relationship, again, this has the potential to affect your whole family. This can affect friendships. So the High Priestess would have us looking toward the sun today and sort of doing a review for how these challenging situations and circumstances that we've deliberately moved ourselves out of have brought reward, bliss, joy, happiness, and even greater love into our lives now. So it's kind of a pat yourself on the back reading, because none of this was simple. Our spiritual journey rarely is, but it is profound. The simple is profound. So we may find ourselves in reflection today, and as we are in reflection for the journey we've been on for the past 3 or so years, inspires more intuitive guidance off the High Priestess. It has us keeping our own counsel and sort of like checking our boxes, saying, wow, I really did achieve this. I really did make this change, make this difference, and look at the reward and how this is benefiting me now and how this is benefiting my oncoming. You can see long into the distance through your inner oracle about how these tough choices, these intentional and deliberate changes have improved your world as a whole. Okay, let's move on to Angel Answers. Take a moment now while I shuffle. This is your opportunity to ask a question. I will relate it to what's on the table, but you ask your questions. Interesting. First card, forgiveness. I do sense, my guides are encouraging this, that in the review of these recent months, years, there is the energy of forgiveness there, but more so an energy of letting go. And that feels like forgiveness. So whatever inspired the change in the first place was some kind of discomfort, disharmony, and now we have the sun shining on the choice itself and how that has been of benefit, the ripple effect of benefit for making the change. Also, there's a feeling here. So as we let all that go and we step into the light and the joy of the choices that we've made, there's an expansion. There's so much room for more because we made these changes. So this is truly a open up your arms and be ready to receive, because the universe wants to deliver. There's something good standing right in front of you, and all you have to do is say yes and accept. Next card. Perfect timing. We've seen a lot of this one lately. Divine timing at work. Yeah. That's kind of perfect for this message because, you know, if you look back, as these cards are encouraging us to do today, do some review, we might not have been able to imagine ourselves standing where we stand today. And some days that feels really mundane, and in other days that feels really miraculous. So my sense of it is that we get to see the scope of that today. And then the next one is let go, which I really do feel is tied to that forgiveness card. Like forgive it all, let it go. Just be glad you made the change, that you moved forward. The decisions were not simple, but they were profound, and they've created greater opportunities for you, not only in your working life, how you are of service, but in your relationships. You have people in your life today that weren't there 3 years ago, and they bring such an amazing frequency to your now, and they really are a blessing. Okay. Next card, folks. It's our last card. It's our affirmation from the universe has your back. And we get, the moment I realign with love, clear direction is presented to me. This needs to go with the Six of Swords because it's this exactly that perpetuated the change in the first place. So bring your inner oracle, your intuitive eye to all of that. Take a look at the reward. See the miracles that have unfolded from the decisions that you've made in your recent journey, and have some moments of gratitude for that. Okay, that's the reading for Friday, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. Reminding you again, check out the May readings. They're up on the channel. If you'd like your own personal reading, check the description box. And thank you so much for your comments, liking, sharing, and subscribing here on the channel. Bye for now, everyone.